For the first time in 18 years, the Swift Current Broncos have hit the 100-point plateau. With a championship run in their sights, the Broncos look to get heated up for round one. The reigning Eastern Conference champs are getting hot at the right time. With a season-ending home-and-home set to start, the Regina Pats will try to set the tone in case they meet again next week. WHL TV presents WHL in 30, Broncos and Pats.
I look back on my time in the WHL very fondly, obviously because of the Memorial Cups, but not just because of that. The fact that I got to spend a lot of time with some good people, the Ginlas, the Doans, the bonds that you build, whether you actually play in the National Hockey League or you don't, last a lifetime. And the game of hockey and the WHL brought that forth, and the experience, whether we excelled or didn't excel, was the exact same for me.
Whether you're in Brandon, Prince George, Portland, or anywhere in between, you can take in WHL action up close and personal. Visit WHL.ca for complete ticketing information for all 22 WHL clubs.
It's unbelievable. You realize what it's like to be a pro. Obviously the NHL's 82 games and they have a long schedule. I think it gets you the most ready to be a pro at that next level.
Good evening, Saskatchewan. Welcome inside the Brandt Center. As we mentioned, it is a playoff preview. The Pats and the Broncos. There's a big separation between the two in the standings. The Broncos are going to finish second, but they'll have home ice in the first round. And barring a monumental shift this weekend, they'll face the Regina Pats with Game 1 next Friday night in the Credit Union iPlex. Live from the Brandt Center in Regina, the Western Hockey League presents the Regina Pats 39-25-6. Home to the Swift Current Broncos 47-17-6. Let's take a look at the starting lineups, beginning with the netminders for the Swift Current Broncos. It is Winnipeg product Joel Hofer getting the nod, got a 2.59 goals against average on the year and a save percentage of .915. At the other end, it's the 17-year-old Brandon product, the Pats Rookie of the Year, Max Paddock, the coach's nephew, 2.94 GAA and a save percentage of .902. The Pats in maroon, the Broncos in white on this Friday night in the Brandt Center, and we are underway as the Pats win the draw at center. Aaron Hyman along his own line, got it up to Nick Henry, now to Steele, and he'll backhand it just in over the Swift Current line. Trickles down the right side boards out toward the point, and by Hyman, and busting effort for the Broncos is Malenstein. Drop pass left side for Gennaro, can't get a shot on goal, it hops off the end boards up for Matt Bradley, and he's away. 20-year-old Pat out of Surrey, right side feed for Nick Henry, he'll lob it to the goal, and Hofer guides it to the corner. Jumping puck behind the Regina net, it pinballs up on the right side boards. Nick Henry got there first, it was centered out of the corner, hopped over the stick of Bradley and out of the zone. From there, Libor Hayek crushes it back in for Regina. Broncos have barely touched the puck here in the early going. Glenn Godden, their captain, far boards of his own zone, behind his net for Artyom Manulin. Now up on the right wall, and it's a long lead feed by Steenbergen up the middle, and there's going to be a penalty there as Cale Fleury took down the Bronco captain coming over the Pats line, and the Broncos will get the game's first power play. Broncos set up on their power play. Again, the Pats 0-4 against Swift Current on the year, and these two teams will meet in the playoffs, we suspect, beginning next Friday night. Right wall in the Regina zone, Hepanoemi into the slot, Sisson's shot, blocked by Paddock, who I think was partially screened. He got in front of it and is able to hold on. There's a screen in front of Paddock on the right wall. Hepanoemi ducks down in toward the circle and all the way to the corner. Runs out of room there. 40 seconds to go on the power play. Godden's tight shot kicked out by Paddock. Manulin clears it up the right wing boards and it gets out. Here is a race to center, and the Pats get there first. Tanner Sidaway turns and lobs it back in. Colby Sissons goes back for Swift Current behind their goal. Flushed out by Mahovlich. Long pass to center, interrupted at the Pats line by Hayek. He'll bring it the other way. Shot from the left, rung the post. Right side, Austin Pratt, a shot out of there, doesn't get to the net. And now a jumping puck chopped wide by Austin Pratt, the pride of Lakeville, Minnesota. It's dished to the point. Hayek wasn't there, but he handles it out at center. Over for Cale Fleury, and the Pats are back in. A hot shot by Fleury. Hofer got his right shoulder on it, may have stung him. And now Estevan clears it out of that Swift Current zone to center. And now the Broncos are going to get called for too many men. They do indeed have 6 skaters on the ice. Mackenzie White, I would guess, will serve the penalty.
I don't think you'll see a lot of new wrinkles or anything here tonight or this weekend. You'll save that for the playoffs, but when you just let them play, be excited to see how they do against this good penalty killing unit of the Swift Current Broncos.
Kara slaps the puck the length of the ice on this Broncos penalty kill, and now the Pats in a little trouble. Gennaro stole it after a gift wrap from Paddock, but he couldn't beat him. Now the pass out by Jared Legion's blocked. It's right at the Swift Current line, and the Pats go in offside as this power play unit failed to click together. Brady Puto back for Regina, the Winnipegger. Pat's unsung hero award winner got it out, but it's stabbed back in as each team gets a couple of changes. Paddock out of his net, deals it up the wall for Steele, who gave it up, and it's ripped wide by Giorgio Estevan from in front. A rare turnover from Samuel Steele. Jumping puck in the neutral zone, Matt Bradley got it onwards to Nick Henry. Now way over the head of Sam Steele, who was charging to the net. Now from the near corner, Jackson Alexander wires it out. Hyman knocks it down at center as the Pats have to clear that zone. Hyman elects to skate with it. Nifty moves, drops it off for Henry, and his blast felled the man in front, Swift Current's Noah King. Sam Steele all over him down there. The two captains battle. Now it comes to the side of the net, and Steele still on the scene, but can't clear. Sissons a shot from the left, kicked out by Paddock. And now Puto lifts it out with a nifty backhand. Jumped on at center by Nick Henry. Fed over for Matt Bradley. Back for Henry. Now Steele for Bradley. In front of the net, and they couldn't finish as Henry was standing right there. And now he's after a rolling puck in the left Broncos corner. To the line for Mahura. Down the boards for Matt Bradley. Turns. Shovels it toward the net. A jumping puck handled there by Savankara. Upwards to Godin, and he'll clear it down the ice out of harm's way as the Broncos get a change. Still waiting on the game's first goal. Very entertaining contest here in the Brandt Center tonight. Cale Fleury winds in. Left side feeds, kicked down to the corner by Robbie Holmes, where he's rubbed out. Gabriel now for Platt, who spins, got it on goal, and Hofer a nice pad save, and he's able to cover up. Savankara drops it off for Glenn Godden in the left circle. His shot's tipped up over the Pats net, comes down in the corner. Liam Schiller can't get at it. His partner Aaron Hyman's over there, the former Seattle Thunderbird, frozen on the end boards. Holmes in there too for the Pats. Steenbergen took off without it. Jared Legion down in the corner, the Pilot Butte product, knocked it up the boards, but not out, and now Platt just tumbled the Bronco right into the Pats bench as play goes on, and Mallenstein pounded it wide. It was Kara who got spilled into the Pats bench, which you don't see very often. Final minute of the first, Austin Pratt trucking up ice. Couldn't find Sidaway, and it comes back inside the Regina line. Cale Fleury's lead feed blocked, and here's a break for Mateo Gennaro, burning down the left side, and his shot is tipped up and out of play by Libor Hayek.
Well, it's been a fun opening period. We haven't seen a ton as far as real quality scoring chances, but you know, the Broncos do have 14 shots on Max Paddock, and he's been able to stop all of them.
Regnier sends it down low. Recovered by Libor Hayek and flipped high out to center ice. Now the Pats have a break. Bradley down the left side. Shot it into legs. Mallenstein clears it up the wing, and Gennaro could not quite get it out, but Alexander does. Maul bringing it to center by Nick Henry, who's brought a great effort tonight too. Mallenstein in front. Gennaro ripped it wide on the buzzer, and indeed a very entertaining first period comes to a close, scoreless.
More exciting WHL action still to come on WHL in 30.
The WHL helps out a lot. I mean, it can be very stressful being a student and coming up with thousands of dollars to help you. With the scholarship program the WHL produces for us players is huge, and it helps us just kind of not worry about the money aspect of it, but just focus on the school and your hockey. And when you're only worrying about those two things, makes it a lot easier on a student for sure.
WHL TV presents WHL in 30. Every Saturday, we bring you the WHL's feature game of the week. Tune in March 24th and strap in for exciting WHL playoff action. The road to the Edge&Out Cup gets underway. 16 teams aim for the WHL Championship. Stay tuned to WHL.ca for more information. WHL in 30 on Shaw TV, WHL.ca, and YouTube. Welcome back to WHL in 30. The action continues in our feature game of the week.
So the teams switch ends, and we'll see if there's been any scoring here in the second. But if this is the playoff preview we all expect, I think we're in for some very entertaining postseason hockey for a second straight year between the Pats and the Broncos. Pats in those maroon jerseys tonight, 100-year commemorative jerseys that are a hot-selling item for sure. You see plenty of them in the crowd here in the Brand Center. Sam Steele will oppose Matteo Gennaro to get the second period underway. In a scoreless hockey game so far as the Pats control it off the opening draw. Aaron Hyman, a pass through center tipped in by Nick Henry, 4th round pick of the Colorado Avalanche. Goalie Hofer out steering it off the boards and up ice. Josh Mahura goes back to get it. Former Red Deer Rebel. Past the center, Matt Bradley can't collect it. Hyman chops at it on the far wall, rolling puck there, and now Matt Bradley brings it away. 37 goals on the year. Now for Steele, nice little move, but his shot is blocked by the rear guard Manulin, who comes up with a free puck and will dish it off the boards and down. There will be no icing as Libor Hayek goes back to get it for the Pats. He's crushed on the end wall by Malenstein, but keeps moving with it. Squeezes it off the boards, but not out. Kara in the corner. Up the boards for Steenbergen. He can't get it out. Belted along the wall by the Pats Oxenden as the Broncos try to bring it through center. Now it's got it. But offside is Steenbergen, the World Junior hero. And we get our first whistle a minute and a half into the frame.
Well, we talk about this being a potential rematch in the playoffs, and last year was a 7-game series, and oh, here we go. Yeah, we'll come back to that in a second.
Oh.
And why not?
Gabriel swinging a stick, and we can get a shot on him. All heck is breaking loose here in the Brand Center at this point of the second period. Referee Sean Raphael's directing Gabriel to the penalty bench. Swift Current up ice now on this power play. Beck Malenstein throws it down to the corner. Gennaro out to the point, gets it back on the left boards. Malenstein providing the screen in front. Godden on the half wall. To the line here now in the middle for Manulin. Back over left side for Estevan. Saucer pass to Manulin. Now for Estevan. Back door, they score! Matteo Gennaro on the power play, and the Broncos strike first tonight.
Well, that's a nice pass and a very quick release from Matteo Gennaro, who's now got 42 on the season, and that's his 16th power play goal for the former Calgary Hitman from St. Albert, Alberta. He gets the puck in that circle, and the wrist shot, very accurate. You don't need the slap shot, the one-timer from that side all the time. Sometimes a good wrist shot is just as good, and if you ask Matteo Gennaro, perfect for his 16th power play goal.
Now the Pats playing catch-up as Holmes wins the draw.
Power play goal scored by number 34, Matteo Gennaro. Assist to number 29, Giorgio Estevan. And to number 5, Archer Manulin. Time of the power play goal, 3:33. That's
long shoot in by Fighton, glove down. Oh, whoa, my God! Fighton took down the Pats defenseman in the corner, and we've got a melee down here, and I have not seen a hit that hard or that dirty in a very long time. And I'm not sure if it's Mahura or Hayek or somebody else down on the ice.
And here's a peek. Hayek took a peek and then got ran in hard by Andrew Fighton. It's a 5-minute penalty, as it should be. It'll get looked at. Hayek losing his balance didn't help matters. Cale Fleury's just getting 2 minutes for that cross-check coming in, and the Pats are going to end up with the power play out of this for 3 minutes.
To the line to Puteau. Left side for Mahura. Down the boards for Matt Bradley. Pats is playing with it right now and got a little too cute as Gennaro steals and shovels it up. Oh! Mallenstein! Look out!
Here's a look at the hit. Puteau coming in, and that shoulder to shoulder, a square check by Puteau. Great job. This is only just getting started.
Here we go. Sam Steele, right circle, up high for Mahura. Back to Steele, and he dished it wide. Left circle, Matt Bradley. Back to the line for Mahura. Standing in front is Nick Henry as Steele darts in and scores! Sam Steele's tie it!
Well, a power play marker for Sam Steele, his 11th on the power play, and he extends his point streak to 13 games. And as the season opportunity waits, Godden bites, he takes a step into the middle, and he beats Hofer clean for his 33rd of the season. Sam Steele is hot at the right time, leading this Pats team that's now 13-game point streak. He now has points in 18 of 19, 35 points over that stretch.
Face-off win by Lasician as we get the call.
Regina Pats Argus Employee Benefits power play goal, his 33rd of the season, scored by number 23, Sam Steele. Assist to number 5, Josh Mahura. And to number 77, Matt Bradley. Time of the power play goal, 5:12.
And now Joel Hofer makes a sliding save on the rebound down in the Broncos crease as the Pats are flying now.
Well, here's a look at Hofer's stop as the Pats are starting to pick up the momentum here, and a chance in front. And what a great stop by Hofer, getting across to his right and getting that pad down. That's an excellent, excellent stop to keep this game tied at 1.
Mahura at the line. Right side for Bradley. Leaves it for Steele in that circle. Waits, shoots just wide. In the left corner, Nick Henry's on it. Portage La Prairie product over for Steele. Right side, Mahura, the blast. Screamed wide. Back to Steele at the line. Standing in front is Jared Legion, wreaking havoc. On the right side, Matt Bradley. Left side, Nick Henry. And Hofer got an arm on the high shot.
And so we'll see when he returns if he's got another fire under him lit.
Sam Steele for Fleury, and his backhand stop, rebound! Drilled wide.
Fooled everybody.
By Nick Henry, and the guys on the fireworks had a little itchy trigger finger. Play goes on. Nick Henry back in, look at these moves, but he can't finish off with a shot. Right side pass for Mallenstein. They cut up over the line. Shot in, goes off a skate and wide. Found by Hepanoemi, and he'll just dangle back up ice toward his own line. Now a quick nifty feed from Mateo Gennaro has got the Broncos goal. Drop pass, Manulin, and he rung the post. And it caroms up ice as the Pats will get changes. Gennaro working over Austin Pratt on the end boards. Lasician in to help out. It's kicked free into the corner, and Lasician's after it. To the line to Puteau, right side, shoulder shot is wide. It's at the side of the net. Wraparound attempt, and Pratt can't tuck it home. And now it's cleared down the ice by Esteban, getting the heat off for the Broncos, but the Pats back in. Puteau, shot in block, but Legion gets it, cuts to the net, scores! Jared Legion!
Jared Legion has struggled a little bit since coming over from Victoria. I mentioned the 33 points in 36 games with the Royals this season, but he's starting to pick it up. He had scored in back-to-back games before going the last 2 without. He's back on the score sheet in a big way, and here he uses his big size, 6'1", 206 pounds, to get a little bit of an edge on King, come to the net, and then just powers it down low on Hofer. That's what you want to see from Jared Legion moving forward.
His 22nd. Colby Sissons on the puck in front of his net. Long lead feed to center. Rolled off ice by Gennaro. He in turn gets rolled by Bryce Platt. And now there's going to be a penalty here at Aaron Hyman, who got the stick up on the Broncos' Caden Elder. And Swift Current's going to get a power play here late in the second and the chance to tie this hockey game. Sissons, the stretch pass. Finds Giorgio Esteban. He elects to peel off. Drops it off for Steenbergen, who will turn it to the boards. Back to Hepanoemi at the line. Back over for Steenbergen. Left side, the one-timer stopped by Paddock. The rebound is right there and cleared to the line by Holmes, but not out. Steenbergen, the one-timer, and it trickles just wide. Esteban for Steenbergen, waits, shot right into the middle of Paddock, who's standing tall in the Pats net.
Well, the Pats doing a good job in the penalty kill, and when they need a little bit of help, there's Max Paddock. Tyler Steenbergen, one of the best.
And the Pats are playing together more than I would say I've seen all year. Here, playing as a unit, and it's evidenced by their 2-1 lead here late in this second period.
Well, they've got some confidence in their play, just the way they move the puck, the way they make decisions, and the way they're going stride for stride with the Broncos.
Sam Steele centers, but couldn't find Matt Bradley in front, and period 2 runs out, a period owned by the Regina Pats, where they outshot the Broncos 13-7 through 2 periods, 22-21.
More exciting WHL action still to come on WHL in 30.
It's been a great experience so far. I can't believe how fast it's gone by. For my player development, it's been crazy how far I've come since I was 16 years old. So I can't thank the WHL and the CHL enough for that.
Whether you're in Brandon, Prince George, Portland, or anywhere in between, you can take in WHL action up close and personal. Visit WHL.ca for complete ticketing information for all 22 WHL clubs.
I chose Western Hockey League because it was my dream growing up to play in this league. Being a player in the Western Hockey League, you get challenged every day. I think there's tremendous support from coaches to staff and trainers, equipment managers, scouts. I think regardless of who you talk to in the Western Hockey League, you're surrounded by a lot of really great people who want you to succeed, not only in hockey, but in life.
Welcome back to WHL in 30. The action continues in our feature game of the week.
Jake Lasician, who's been very good on faceoffs tonight, will line up against the Bronco captain, Glenn Godden. And on this draw, Hepanoemi brings it in straight up the middle, but they can't get it deep. It's swept out by Libor Hayek. And back on the Pats line, or the Broncos line, Manoolan shovels it across for Sissons, and in comes Swift on the power play. Now out front, Godden right to the net, and Paddock got a piece of that. Hayek's on the rebound in the corner. Nifty moves to bring it out of there, and the Pats have a shorthanded break. Down the right side, it's Lasician, cuts to the middle, slides it to the net. It was misplayed by Hofer, but he got his pad on it. And now a long lead feed misses everybody, and the Broncos will get called for icing. And Howard, I'm not surprised. The third period opens just the way the second ended.
Colby Sissons has 58 assists. And watch this feed as he brings it up the ice. New Jersey Devils free agent signing, waits, and right here, what a chance in front. But there is Max Paddock with a big stop.
Left for Cale Fleury at the side of the Pats net, and now he'll charge up ice. Younger brother of Hayden Fleury, WHL star player, now the Carolina Hurricanes. Fleury lays the body on Waitzner, who does not like that, but they're separated and play goes on. Platt on the shoot in, it goes up and out of play as the rough stuff continues here in the third. Glenn Godden out for the Broncos, up to Hepanoemi. He's 1-on-5 and gets creamed along the boards by Fleury. Long dump in from center ice. Gennaro is the one who brings it away for Swift Current. Breaking is Malenstein. The bank feed finds him. Cuts to the net. Max Paddock clears it away as Malenstein's taken hard into the Pats net.
And what do you know? As we get another stoppage, we get another crowd. This time it's Sam Steele right near the middle of it. Take a look at it. Ooh, your back goes in. You need Dr. Ho's medical pads after that one. That one stings a little bit up here.
Point shot by Josh Anderson sails wide of the Regina goal, and now Sam Steele hustles up with it one-on-one. Makes his move, gets free, and drills it wide. Bradley from the right wing shot is blocked off legs, and it comes up out of play. Now Gennaro, impeded a bit by Hyman coming over the line. And there's a battle for it on the boards. Out to Manoolan. Now into the slot. Backdoor got in, and it was into his skates. He couldn't get a shot away. Way over right side, Hapanoemi pounds it over the net. Left wing Godin into the corner. A minute to go on the Lecision penalty. Manoolan getting some room in the middle. He scores. A seeing eye snapshot by the Russian Artyom Manoolan has tied this game.
Well, Manoolan from the blue line as this top-rated power play in the Western Hockey League strikes again. And you don't always have to be fancy. Don't got to let the big hard shot go. Sometimes you just have to feed it through. And you got traffic in front. One Bronco, Ballenstein, a couple of Pats are in the vicinity. And that beats Paddock, who I don't think saw much of it on the way through. The Wheat Kings still have a chance, stay alive, and a chance to maybe catch the Pats for third in the East Division.
Nick Henry is going to pick up a minor penalty here with 2 minutes to go. Mateo Gennaro wanders into the Regina zone. Leaves it at the left point for Savan Kara. For Gennaro, left circle. His feet out front, knocked away by Matt Bradley. And as he does, we get the call, and the crowd doesn't like it. Because with 1:50 to go, the Broncos will go to the power play right now. It was at the very least an unintentional trip. But either way, they're calling it.
Yeah, there it is. And you take the feet out from underneath, and sometimes it doesn't matter intent. This is one of those cases.
There's traffic in front. Left side, Sissons wants to shoot and does. Tip just wide. Estevan on it. Back to Sissons. Middle point, left side. And Estevan got all of that one, but it wasn't on target. And now the Pats have a break. With 30 seconds left, Sam Steele's with Bradley. They crisscross. They gives to Bradley. And his shot is blocked into the corner by Hofer. Steele on the rebound. Now Bradley in the left circle. 1-on-3. 15 seconds to go in regulation. Colby Sissons now for the Broncos with the long lead feed. But they could do nothing with it as Robbie Holmes turns and fires it down. And that will do it for regulation time here in Regina on a Friday night. And for a second consecutive Pats home game, they're going to extra time. Colby Sissons on it down low below his own goal line. As the Pats make a quick change, one of them. As Beck Mallenstein comes in down the right side, cuts right to the goal and ran out of room last minute. Sam Steele fighting off checks. Now for Mahura. Back for Steele, who tried to lift it to the goal. It went off his stick and wide. Sam on the right wing boards. To the high slot. Narrowly kept it onside there. Everybody's standing around watching Sam Steele. That's the problem. And now the Broncos steal it away and clear it out. Bradley wins it cleanly. Hayek, middle point for Bradley, the last man. Nice moves by Bradley. Look at this. And he hammered it high and wide. Wouldn't that have been a doozy?
That would have been on the top plays of the year, I think. What a great job by Bradley to be able to turn directions.
He's going to try it again down the right side. In front, they score! Pats win! Pats win!
Get your tickets, because it's now going to be Regina Swift Current in round one. That is a certainty at this point.
Nick Henry absolutely outstanding tonight, and he finishes this game with his 14th of the year. Matt Bradley did all the work, and the Pats skate off with a 3-2 victory over the rival Broncos.
We hope you enjoyed this week's WHL in 30 Game of the Week. Tune in next week as the road to the Ed Chanel Cup begins. First round playoff action comes your way. Be sure to follow WHL.ca for more details. The WHL in 30 Game of the Week has been brought to you by WHL TV.